need you to fill this out for me.
No, sir.
Before I do anything else.
No, sir. Step back here.
I don't have to step up here.
Okay. Stay where you are.
Okay. I'm gonna call 911 if you try to take me out this vehicle.
No, you do what you got to do. Stay where you are.
What in the doohickey is going on over here? Sir, that officer is not going to sign your Moorish paperwork. Put that away. You gotta be kidding me.
Call 911. Whatever the fuck you want, bro. Better be a supervisor.
Recording in progress.
Sir, I need you to fill this out for me before I do anything else. I have my secured party creditor ID. I'm a private citizen, and this right here I need you to fill out before I engage with anything else. Now, I gave you a pen, I gave you the paper. I need you to fill this out for me, and could you please get your supervisor? I don't need a driver's license. I'm traveling, sir. I'm not operating a vehicle under commerce. I am traveling.
Mr. Bay, or Al, whatever your appellation is, I already told you to put that Moorish paperwork away. That officer is not going to sign your silly paperwork. Now, I could already see that this guy has gotten his degree from YouTube University, because this is the same nonsense that's all over the internet and will not work.
And I need to speak to your supervisor, please.
What seems to be the officer problem?
How can he say I was speeding and he was talking to somebody? And that's the thing. He can't say that I was speeding. How could he even know I was speeding when he was talking to a gentleman? That's not even possible. There is no way possible that he could see that I was speeding if he was talking to an individual on the side of the road. And he's calling backup to try to use scare tactics on me. Bro, I'm not falling for that shit, man. Like, they can do all that, bro. Those intimidation tactics don't work out.
Excuse me, Mr. Al or Bay. He's calling backup because you asked for a supervisor. So the supervisor is the backup. I don't know why you asked for a supervisor, though. The supervisor isn't going to see things your way.
Hey, how y'all doing?
How are you?
I'm blessed.
Good, same here.
Are you the supervisor?
I am.
How you doing today?
I'm great, Let me see your ID, please.
I need him to fill this out for me.
Sir, let me see your ID. I'll look at it.
I don't have to present no ID.
Wrong.
I haven't broken any laws. I haven't made any bodily injuries.
I'm gonna read what you say.
Yes, sir.
Say clock you speeding.
How could he clock?
Listen. Okay. I'm gonna give you opportunity to talk. My officer advised he clock you speeding. And the only thing we do is just ask you for your identification. We're not detaining or nothing like that. It's just the protocol for the state of Alabama.
Yes, sir. I'm totally aware of that.
Now you can go ahead and speak now.
Okay. question is to your officer, how could he clock me speeding when he was back there? And I have this on camera. He was back there talking with the individual on the side of the road before he even engaged with me. And then he pulled out, and I watched him pull out, and I kept driving straight, and I was just like, maybe he's trying to get around me. I pulled over to the side, and he said he clocked me for speeding. I was not speeding, and I don't see how he can say that I was speeding. And then he asked me to present an ID or a driver's license. Now, I'm not operating a commercial vehicle, and I'm traveling, so I don't need a driver's license to travel. I have an ID, but I don't need a driver's license to travel. So this is an ID. I don't have to have a driver's license in order to operate.
Now, this is what he just handed the officer. This is known as a Moorish American nationality card, or a Moorish American traveling card. Now, this is not a driver's license. This isn't even a valid piece of identification. So let's see how far this nationality card gets this man in this traffic stop.
No, you don't, sir.
Yes.
No, sir, you don't. And I know this isn't the place to have that conversation. And I completely understand it. So that's why I want to come to a means, an agreement. But
do you have a driver's license?
I don't have a driver's license.
You don't have a driver's license?
No, sir.
At all?
No, I don't have it when I'm traveling. No, I don't have a driver's license. Because you don't need one. I have a passport when I travel, but you don't need a driver's license to operate a motor vehicle. So.
You're an idiot!
Look at how the officer is looking at Mr. Bay or Al. In his mind, he's probably like, what is this fool talking about?
No. When you're traveling in your vessel, this is my vessel, and I'm traveling. I don't need one. But if I'm operating a commercial vehicle, if it was a commercial vehicle,
You just said it, we're not going to do it on.
yes, sir. We're not.
Correct?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
We got B is you don't fly. What's up? In any state.
I get the supervisor.
You got the supervisor.
I get the supervisor.
You got the supervisor.
I get the supervisor.
You got the supervisor. His supervisor. I'm the immediate supervisor. I am the chief.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So I'm good. So what's the next option if you don't fly with different drivers?
Well, I would give you my driver's license, and this is being recorded. I'm going to give you my driver's license. The ticket that you're issuing will be voided. Well, that's the only reason you would need my identification, because that is valid proof. That's who I am. You can see that's who I am, sir.
This guy is fucking stupid!
Sir, that is not a valid piece of identification that any officer will ever take. Now, here's the thing. You see these guys, these Moorish sovereigns, they go on the internet and they pay their $50 and get these cards. So, being that they spent their hard-earned money on this card, they want to see if it really works and if officers will actually accept this as a piece of identification. So in this instance, you can clearly see that the officer is not taking this guy's internet Moorish nationality card as a proper piece of identification. So any Moorish sovereigns who see this video, if you haven't already ordered your nationality card from whatever publication you wish to order one from, you can already see, don't waste your money, because it's not going to work. Officers are not going to accept your nationality card as a proper piece of identification.
sir. That's who I am.
I'll run your information. Mr. Johnson.
Yes, sir. That's who I am.
I'll run your information.
I appreciate it.
What in the doohickey just happened? Did you guys just see what happened? This Moorish sovereign went in his wallet and pulled out an actual driver's license. So he made all of that fuss for nothing. He actually had a driver's license. In many of these other videos, you see these sovereigns don't have a license. But this guy had a license, and he was smart enough to give up with the nationality card nonsense and just give him the license. I applaud him for doing that, but in actuality, he just made a big fuss for nothing. But I guess he wanted to put his nationality card to the test to see if the officers would actually take it, and I get it. He paid his money for the nationality card, so he wanted to put it to test to see if it actually worked. Well, sir, as you can see, your nationality card failed miserably. So next time, just give the officers the driver's license. Don't pull out the nationality card. And here's another word of advice. Whoever you purchase that nationality card from, you might want to see what their refund policy is, because you deserve your money back. And this video should serve as proof that the nationality card doesn't work, and that whoever you purchase it from should give you your money back. Send them this video, show them that the officers didn't take your nationality card as a proper piece of ID, and demand a refund.
How he looked at me, and you see how he's talking to me. I'm standing my ground. I'm done with it. I'm done being scared. Like, I feel so jittery right now, but that shit feels so good standing my ground.
Mr. Bay or Al, I have a question to ask. How in the doohickey did you stand your ground? The end result was that your nationality card did not stand the test of time. Your nationality card was not accepted as a proper piece of identification, and you then gave them your actual driver's license. So how did you stand your ground?
You know what I'm saying? And the officer, he know that he wrong for that, and he told me that he's not finna issue no ticket. You just heard that.
Moors are awake. We are taking our place on this planet.
My child, this is your prophet, Drew Ali, from up above. I did not hear the officer say that they weren't going to give you a ticket. I repeat, I did not hear that the officers say that they were not going to give you a ticket.
They about to run my shit, and they about to see that I'm not playing. They about to, bruh, they about to run my shit and see that I'm not bullshitting with their ass, bro. Like, at all, bro. Like, in no shape, form, or fashion. And I just put the Secretary of State on notice. Man, we need some guys. We got enough to get out of here and get to the main road. Isn't there a gas station on the main road? Foster. Yeah. We got shells right there.
It's gas.
But yeah, you see this? That shit just don't make no sense, man. Have different respect for me. don't that officer know you?
I don't know.
That ain't the one that came and pulled up on us. He looks just like the one that pulled up on us. Sit here and lie to them and say that I don't have it because they can pull that shit up. But if I really turn it in and I don't have one, then I'll be okay.
Excuse me, sir. Here's some advice. Keep the driver's license and return the nationality card. I repeat, keep the driver's license and return the nationality card.
They're very crafty, and all their terms are, you would think they're hard to deal with, but here's something I can tell you. Trust, corporation, government, nonprofits, all of those have the exact same structure. The only thing that changes is the titles when you move from jurisdiction to jurisdiction to jurisdiction. So, if you can step out of the terms and just watch the function of the different offices involved.
I wonder what radio station that is that he's listening to.
They're all identical. So that will let you see. It makes it less confusing than you are able to get it right in your mind, and then you're able to start conversating about it. And I will tell you this, the more you do it, the easier it gets. Again, it's not about the title. You call it what you want. It's about what has to happen. So you're not worried as much about, who is about what. Then once you got the what, you need to know how to make that what. After you've got that, then you need to know who it goes to act. Who can act or perform it. And that's the person you target. And then, we have noticed there's some problems with this, and we're finding that, although it's correct, these businesses have craftily created a situation to help them fly out of it.
You see the difference between public and private?
I've been a little concerned about that, because if they are figuring out a way to just fucking ignore it
this
again.
Conversation is being recorded also, so what do you have to do if the supervisor requests?
Yeah, exactly. If you're not going to make sure, then I'm not going to. I don't have to care any more than you do. And I'm not obligated to.
Volumes. The fact that he's
honest to the law is on you.
He's trying to see how much I really know. To see if I have the capability to really take it to court. But when I said that this isn't the place to have this conversation, me and him
here is showing you that
he understand the assignment.
You on your bills, but you've never paid.
Pay attention to whatever it is that he's listening to on the radio. As you can see, he's being indoctrinated right in front of our very eyes. This is crazy. This is a first.
Attention, I never did either, okay? No shit.
I gave him.
Now,
Trying to see if my usage.
Everybody's attempted the mechanics from the wrong interpretation, and it's been everybody for fucking 20 years. That's why nobody can do it. Because somebody forgot what was really or didn't know and ran with whatever they could come up with, and no one's backed off of that. They just said, hey, we'll figure it out. Don't worry. They couldn't figure it out, but we will. You know, and it just keeps going until people go, oh, fuck, that doesn't work, move on, you know, and it's like, no. You kept repeating the same failure loop and never got different results and decided to move on. Yeah. And so I want you to see what's going on. Because first of all, you have to be confident in what you're doing. You have to know that you're not going to get in trouble. And you have to know how to present yourself of, no, you're not going to bullshit me. You need to get this done. You know? Now, I mailed mine in. And as we saw on that Verizon billing statement, they were telling you that if you did not send a W-9 and a W-8, then you are a third party and they will not transact the remittance for you. Now, what you find is these billing people have to tell you sometimes, but they don't have to tell you all the time. And they're always allowed to offer other choices. It's a negotiation. And if you participate in the negotiation, then by that act, you are declaring that the old agreement is invalid.
You know he gotta fill out that form. He saw he took that motherfucker. He ain't get him motherfucker back
to make action.
Mr. Bay or Al, I can assure you that officer will not be filling out that worthless form that you gave him. So do not toot your own horn.
2 hours later.
Yes, sir. Could I get your officer to fill this out for me?
No, you don't have to. It's Alexander Police Department. Officer Jones, Chief Jones, Officer Clark.
Chief Jones and Officer Clark. I appreciate it.
That gets them out from under performing this. So what you're going to find is in these bills that we're about to walk through is that the language is correct.
I need to start asking
to a degree,
number too.
and you have to learn to start how to follow through it and ignore the garbage in it and not accept anything outside of what we're talking about, because they throw in tricks to throw you off, and it's pretty obvious when you start kind of looking at this with open eyes what they're doing. And we're going to go through these bills and we're going to read them. We're going to read through them. I mean, I'm going to use my insurance bill. It's the only one I got. But I've got a couple. But this works.
Yes, sir.
Very
this ain't her name. My fiance.
Do you have that document, like your tag receipt or something like that?
My what?
Like your.
But there is
vehicle registration.
Agenda.
It's not coming back.
Pretty much.
Yeah, vehicle registration on your tag.
Oh yeah, it's a private tag.
Private tag.
Yes, sir. Privacy.
He's in trouble. The vehicle isn't registered.
Information is bad, just like this, right?
No, I have
Again, we got the same situation here.
Let's see.
That's how they're saying. And this is tricky, okay? But watch. We owe you.
Quick observation. He seems like he's a rookie to this Moorish sovereign citizen thing.
Matter of fact, back grab mine, junction. I got it right here. I just changed it recently, but I didn't do it publicly. But the governor Ivy is on notice, and the Secretary of State is on notice, though.
Yeah, sure they are.
Like I said, I just changed it to my private tab, for private purposes.
They're not going to be sending you any more free money. They're just going to be sending it right on in. And they're telling you if you're going to make payments after that, you're going to have to do it online or by phone because you will not be getting any more of these. If they give you this, it's proof. If they give you a receipt, it's proof. Okay? And they're trying.
Moral of the story is a Moorish nationality card or traveling card or whatever else you guys want to call it is not a proper piece of identification. As you can see, the police are not going to accept your Moorish nationality card as a proper piece of identification. So to all the Moorish sovereigns out there, if you already purchased a Moorish nationality card, go back to whoever you purchased it from and request a refund. Show them this video and request a refund. This video serves as proof that your Moorish nationality card does not work and is not a proper piece of identification.